So now we're done with the writing settings, and next we're going to move on to the reading settings. So the settings can be found under the reading settings, can be found just under here. So let's assume you are right there on your dashboard. So you actually move here on the you move here on your dashboard, so you can find this reading settings from here and you click on here. So from the reading settings, you have your own page display. So by default, WordPress actually display your latest post. That is, anytime you visit your website, it's going to display your latest post. But if you want to show a particular page instead to people, so you can, this is where you're going to make changes. For instance, now this is my home page. So by default, it actually show the latest post. So this is a post that I published, and this is another post which is the default post by every WordPress installation, hello world, and this is the latest post. So by default, WordPress shows my latest post on to whenever people visit a WordPress website on their home page. And if you want to show a static page instead, so this is where you display it. So for instance, if you want to show a particular page, let's say you want to display a particular page that you customize, you can make it shown from here by clicking on this, and then you select the page that you want to show. So for instance, I have a page. So when I go to pages, you can always create a new page from here. So currently now I have 2 pages there. So our history, which is password protected. So I have our history, which is password protected, and I have a privacy policy draft, which is actually on draft. So let me make that, let me add a new page and call it my new home. So I'm going to create a new page and call it new home. So welcome to the official example or staging website for Tuam. Find more information about this from our history page. So let me hyperlink that. So I'll add link to this and link it to our history page, and then now I'm going to publish it. So now I've published this, and now let me go back. So now, you know, by default, WordPress actually shows the latest post on for user when they visit the website. So now let's say I have a new page called new home, and I want to show this instead whenever people visit my website homepage. So all I have to do is go to settings and click on reading. So when you click on reading, you now click on a static page. So home page, from here you can now select that, okay, you want to display a new page that you just, a page that you created, which is the new home. You select it. So when you select it and you save changes, so after saving changes, if you should refresh your home page, it's going to display that. So this is the new page that I just created. So it's going to always display this page to users. So welcome to the official example staging website for Tuam. Find more information about this form. So it's going to always display this new page for user whenever they access the home page. So that is that about that. If you want to show a different page for people whenever they visit your home page, so that's what it shows. So the next let's move on to the next option. The next option, so that block pages shows at most. So you can decide that, okay, you want to show this, that, okay, you want to show this. Now let me change it back to latest post. So so now you can decide that block pages shows at most. So you can decide how many posts you want to show on your home page. So if you want to show 20 posts on your home page before they move on to, so let's say you have about 30 posts, total posts on your website. So if you should display 20 posts, if you should show at most 20, so that means it's going to show 20 on the first page, and people will have to click on next to view the remaining 10 posts on the another page. So, and if I should select 10, so that means it's going to show 10 posts on my own page, and it's going to show another 10 on another page, then the last 10 on another page, making 3 pages. So this page actually shows the amount, the number of articles to show on your particular page. So syndication feed shows, you can decide to leave this or as it is, and for each post in the feed you can also decide to include full text or excerpt. So excerpt simply means it's going to display a brief of the article before it shows. You cannot click on read more if you want to read more. And full text means it's going to show the entire full text of the article, although your team will actually determine how content is displayed in browser. And if you want to learn more about feeds, you can actually click on this link to learn more about how about WordPress feeds work. So you are going to learn more about it when you visit this link here. So we also have search engine visibility. So if you do not want search engines such as Google, Bing, Ads and the likes, if you don't want them to index your website, that is, you don't want them to show, or you don't want your website to show up, so you can click this box to discourage search engine from indexing this site. But kindly note that it is even up to search engines to honor this request. So they can decide to even ignore your request to discourage them from indexing your website. But it is there is an high probability that they are not going to index your website when you click this pause. So when you are done with all the settings for your reading, you can now click on save changes and it's going to be done. So that's all about the reading settings. Next video we're going to talk about the discussion settings.